Good evening, Northern Colorado. This is Whiskey Zero, Delta Delta Zulu. My name is Dave, and I am at net control for tonight's Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club Net. The purpose of this net is to provide a forum for announcements of amateur radio-related events, a meeting time on air to encourage social interaction between club members, and to provide a point of contact for club executive board members. This net may be interrupted at any time for emergency or priority traffic. If you'd like to use the system for an emergency during the net, please say break and give your call sign. We will acknowledge you and suspend the net until you advise that you are clear. Is there any emergency or priority traffic at this time? All licensed amateur radio operators with 70-centimeter privileges are encouraged to check into the net. Club membership is encouraged but not required for participation. This net will begin as a directed net and then shift into an open net. There will be an opportunity for stations with equipment to sell to announce their items. Check-ins are requested for the purposes of counting participation with no checkout required. Once all stations have checked in, Net Control will ask the club executive board members if they have announcements, and then we'll call for announcements from any other operators. Please be courteous once the formal part of the net is over and allow for a break for other stations to be part of the conversation. When checking into the net, please give your call sign slowly using the ITU phonetic alphabet. Tonight we have had 12 check-ins. I will start by taking check-ins from club board members who have not checked in already. If you'd like to check in, club board members, please call now.
Hey, good evening, Dave in the net. Here's Kilo India 0, Kilo November, James in Loveland.
Good evening, James. Any other board members who'd like to check in, please call. We will now move on to club members. Club members who'd like to check in, please call.
Alpha India 7, Papa Mike, AI7 PM Phil, Echolinking from Colorado Springs tonight.
Phil, it's always a mystery where you're going to be popping up from on a day-to-day basis. Good to hear you. Any other members who'd like to check in, please call.
Kilo Golf 6, Uniform Delta Tango, Ed and Bertha, no traffic. Kilo 8, Golf Echo Echo, Jerry, Fort Collins, no traffic.
Good evening to Ed and Jerry. Thanks for checking in, guys. Any other check-ins for tonight's Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club Net, please call. We'll now move on to all stations. All stations who'd like to check into tonight's net, please call. Hearing none, we'll now move on to net business. Greg indicated he had no traffic for the net. James, KI0KN, do you have anything for the net tonight?
Nothing new tonight, Dave. Just wish everybody a safe and enjoyable holiday, and we will jump back after all the projects right after that. So thanks for the opportunity, and hope everyone enjoys their time off. KI0KN, back to you.
Thanks, James. Yeah, definitely looking forward to getting some of them things done, for sure. I will mention again, the NCARC holiday party is coming up on the 5th of December at the Inca restaurant in Fort Collins. And, of course, I didn't have that address pulled up before we started. But yes, that is coming up. That is going to be at 6 p.m. Inca Restaurant is 2413 South College Avenue in Fort Collins. If you would like to come and join, please give me an RSVP to pao@ncarc.net so I can get you on the list and we can have an idea of how many people are going to be there. Any questions for any of the board members or about any of the stuff going on for the board, please call. Hearing none, are there any other stations with announcements for the net? Please call.
ABK.
This is Whiskey Zero Delta Delta Zulu, net control for the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club Net. ABK, Alec, please go ahead.
I just want to give a friendly reminder that there will be no Aries Net tomorrow evening due to the holiday, but we will have a following net that will be the remote net taking place in Estes Park on the 29th. I do not have that address off the top of my head, but just want to give that friendly reminder on that. So, K0 ABK, back to net.
Oh, yes, I appreciate that, Alec. Yes, no Aries net on Thanksgiving. Yeah, and boy, I don't have that address. Let me see if I could get that address for the remote net real quick. Hold on. I'm seeing 555 Prospect Avenue. I'm not positive if that's right. We will firm that up and try to get that on the Aries website. Any other questions or announcements for the net? Please call. We've now reached the gear swap portion of the net. Are there any stations with equipment to sell or stations looking for a piece of equipment? Hearing none. Does any stations have any special topics that they would like to discuss with the net? This is Whiskey Zero Delta Delta Zulu for the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club Weekly Net. Are there any late check-ins, comments, questions, or other discussion before we close the net this evening? This concludes the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club Net. Net Control would like to thank each station for their participation. This net will occur again next Wednesday at the same time on this repeater. The repeater is now open for general use. Everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Whiskey Zero Delta Delta Zulu. This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.